top ITIL interview questions and answers. What are the important stages of ITIL? Service strategy. Service strategy allows users to understand the benefits of using market-driven approaches to ensure that routine tasks are performed efficiently. Service design. This stage ensures that the agreed service is delivered when, where, and at the defined cost. Service transitions. The goal of the service transition process is to create and implement IT services and ensure coordination between services and service management processes. Service operations. This stage of ITIL focuses on meeting end-user expectations while balancing costs and uncovering any potential issues. What are the layers of service management measures? The service management measures layers are: progress. You are responsible for managing the progress of existing service operations. Compliance mainly refers to compliance with market standards and industry trend process. Effectiveness. This measure helps to maintain the effectiveness of the services. Efficiency. Helps with workflow efficiency and service maintenance. What is the operational level agreement? Operational level agreements define the relationship between an IT service provider and an organization seeking the services of the service provider. It is an essential part of the ITIL and its frameworks and exists at operational levels. Define operational level agreement, OLA. Operational level agreement, OLA, is a contract which emphasizes the different IT groups in a company and how they design their services to support SLAs. What is Service Desk? IT Service Desk forms the base of IT service management. It is the single point of contact between an IT team and the different users within an organization. Thus, if there is any interruption, incident, or alteration in the devices or software, the Service Desk intervenes. Service desks have a help desk or ticketing solution that allows the administrators to manage services based on the type of tickets generated. The 4 dimensions of the Service Desk in the ITIL 4 version are: organizations and people includes the service management team that designs, operates, and changes service offerings. Information and technology. The Service Desk should have an information system to support it. Value streams and processes, built through workflows and procedures to best serve service requests and incidents. Partners and suppliers, third parties involved, such as an outsourcing service desk. What is SLA? A service level agreement, SLA, is a contract between a service provider, either internal or external, and the end user that defines the level of service expected from the service provider. Name the 3 types of SLAs. A customer service level agreement is an agreement between the service provider and an external customer. An internal service level agreement is an agreement between you and an internal customer, such as another organization, site, or department. A vendor service level agreement is an agreement between you and the vendor, who decides the categorization of a proposed change within an ITIL-compliant change management process. This is the task of the change manager. A change manager will play a key role in ensuring that the project's change initiatives meet their objectives within timelines and set budgets by increasing employee adoption and usage. What 2 service management processes will most likely use a risk analysis and management methodology? The 2 service management processes are availability management and IT service continuity management. What is an OLA? An operational level agreement, OLA, defines the interdependent relationships in support of a service level agreement, SLA. What is the relation between availability service time, and downtime? Availability % equals available service time downtime, available service time. What are the 7 R's of change management? The 7 R's of change management are: who raised the change? What is the reason for the change? What return will the change deliver? Are there any risks when we do or do not carry out the change? What resources will be required to perform this change? Who is responsible for this change being performed? What relationships are there between this and other changes? What type of information is stored in a CMDB? CMDB contains contents that are intended to hold a collection of IT assets commonly referred to as configuration items, as well as descriptive relationships between such assets. What is the difference between end users and customers? An end user or end customer directly receives the service or employs the product. A customer may or may not have the ability to choose between different products and suppliers. What is the difference between expedite, urgent change and emergency change? An ITIL emergency change is the highest priority change that can be defined in an organization. An expedited change is a change that meets a critical business requirement without the normal review and approval time. What do you mean by CAB? CAB, Change Advisory Board, is an authoritative and representative group of people who are responsible for assessing, from both the business and a technical viewpoint, all high-impact requests for change, RFCs. What is a PIR? Post-implementation review, PIR, is that which takes place after a change or a project has been implemented. Explain the service portfolio, service catalog, and service pipeline. Service portfolio refers to the services provided by service providers across all market and all customers. Service catalog is the subset of this service portfolio. Services ready to be offered to customers are listed in the service catalog. Service pipeline consists of services under development. What is the freeze period? Freeze period is a point in time in the development process after which the rules for making changes to the source code or related resources become stricter, or the period during which those rules are applied. What is CSF? Critical Success Factor or CSF refers to an element mandatory for the successful achievement of a task. It drives any company forward and meets the business goals through its strategy. What are the various service providers? Service providers that are a part of the ITIL process are Internal Service Provider, ISP. ISPs are the dedicated resources of a business unit and deal with internal organization management. External Service Provider, ESP. ESPs offer IT services to external customers and is not limited to any business, individual, or market. Shared Services Units, SSU. SSUs are autonomous special units and act as an extension of ISPs. What is the purpose of service transition? The purpose of service transition is to ensure that a service can be managed, operated, and supported. It provides quality information about the change, release, and deployment management. It plans and manages capacity and resource requirements. Service transition also offers guidance on transferring the control of services between customers and service providers. What is the process of ITIL incident management? The main process steps involved in incident management are identification, logging, categorization, prioritization, response. What is the purpose of problem management in ITIL? The purpose of problem management in ITIL is identify potentially recurring incidents, prevent service disruptions, determine the root cause, meet service availability requirements, take steps to prevent the incident from reoccurring, improve staff efficiency and productivity, enhance user satisfaction. What are the different stages in the problem management process? The stages in the problem management process are problem detection, categorize and prioritize the problem, investigation and diagnosis, identify a workaround for the problem, create known error record, resolution, closure of the problem, review. What are the objectives of the IT Service Continuity Management, ITSM? The objectives of IT Service Continuity Management, ITSM, are to analyze the risks, to assist with issues that are related to continuity and recovery, maintain a set of plans on IT service continuity and IT recovery. What are the responsibilities of the ITIL Service Desk? The responsibilities of an ITIL Service Desk are incident logging, categorization, and prioritization, resolving the incident, examining incidents, incident management reporting, Explain the 4 Ps needed for the ITIL service management. The 4 Ps for the ITIL service management are: people. People in the IT field perform processes and procedures which are associated with ITIL service management. Processes, it involves an examination of the company's ability to implement the processes. Products, products are the tools used by IT service staff to implement the processes of ITIL. Partners, every in-house or outsourced IT organization has partners that enable service to work properly. What is the difference between an incident and a problem? An incident is an event that leads to an unplanned interruption to an IT service. It is a single unplanned event that causes a service disruption. On the other hand, a problem refers to the underlying cause of one or more incidents. What is a change request in ITIL? A change request is a formal proposal for an alteration to some product or system. What is a service request? A service request is a user request for information or advice, or for a standard change, or for access to an IT service. What is the ITIL lifecycle model for services? The ITIL lifecycle model for services includes strategy, design, transition, operation, continual service improvement. What are the advantages of ITIL? The advantages of ITIL are: increase customer satisfaction, helps to create a clear structure of an organization, improve service availability, financial management, allows to improve the decision-making process, helps to control infrastructure services, define service level agreement, SLA+. A service level agreement is a commitment between a service provider and the end user. It represents the level of service which is assumed by the service provider. Important features of ITIL. The important features of ITIL are: 1. Language, terminology, related process and tasks, roles. Focus on IT. However, it is just not only suitable for IT. ITIL is a means to deliver consistent quality. Existing activities and how to optimize them. What is the ROSI model? ROSI defines as responsibilities which are assigned to a person in order to complete a particular task. Accountable, the person is accountable for the specific task. Consulted, groups or people consulted for the task. Informed, people who are kept informed about the current process of the task. Define SLR. Service Level Requirements, or SLR, is a document having the requirements for a service from the client viewpoint to define a target. What is capacity management? Capacity management is focused on ensuring that at all times, the cost-effective capacity exists that meets the business demands mentioned in SLA+. What is IT Service Continuity Management? TSCM process ensures that the service provider provides the minimum agreed-upon levels of service. It uses techniques like business impact analysis, BIA, and management of risk, MOR,